What about virtual learning environments and the combination with Plato dialogues? Well, this is our title of our speech, and where we are going to develop several ideas about the use of MOOCs and how, as students and users of this MOOC, we can we can develop the ideas and also use a critical thinking to to improve our arguments and our point of view about philosophy. So, what is a MOOC? MOOC is a abbreviation from Massive Open Online Course. These MOOCs were created to to make people to facilitate learning, people's learning, and how they how can they prove their knowledge through their autonomous work. Then these MOOCs has a background that where people they shares information, also knowledge, and they also assess the works and assess papers. Uh, and in those and there are some forums where people make questions, make arguments, and also clarify different troubles that people have with the topics or with the different aspects of this kind of courses. The platform that we used to choose our course was Coursera. This platform was created for-profit educational. Coursera is a for-profit educational technology company offering massive opening online courses, MOOCs, founded by computer science professors Andrew Ng and Daphne Carr from Stanford University. Those courses in the beginning, a lot of them are for profit, but some of them are free profit, but they don't have a certificate, a stamp certificate. But those courses, they are also they're also approved. The course that we take was from National University of Singapore, the National University of Singapore is has a lot of multidisciplinary courses in different faculties, but most of the courses that National University of Singapore offers by Coursera are from humanities. So, our course was titled Reason and Persuasion, Thinking Through Three Dialogues by Plato. In this course, we have as a base three dialogues where the professor and with the other classmates, we develop different ideas about how these dialogues wants to tell us more than just the literacy of the letters of the dialogues want to tell us. Well, introducing how is our course, and the center of the speech is to evaluate and to show what is the importance of to take those MOOCs as a tool where we can uh, in, improve and apprehend information through critical thinking. Also, also, we want to show you through this speech our difficulties, our good aspects that we had through the through the through the path of this course.
So now we are going to talk about the elements that facilitate our learning experience in Coursera. As you know, virtual learning environments are spaces that contain tools and different features which facilitate the information access and our learning process. From our point of view, there are 6 specific and positive elements of Coursera. First of all is the access to the course. You can keep control of your account with your username and passwords. In second place is the constant interaction between teachers and students through the discussion boards. This allows the communication one-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-many. This is really very helpful when we have doubts about the readings, the duties, or only if you want to share your opinions of the topics covered in the course. In third place, we found that the assessment in most of the cases is instantaneous. So the system is basically based on multiple choice assessment with automatic score and immediate feedback. It is also involved processes peer assessment, self-assessment, and summative assessment. Regarding this, it is really helpful, as an aid for self-monitor your process. In fourth place, as you know, our course is based on Plato's dialogues. Well, I don't know if you're familiar with philosophical readings, but for me are pretty difficult. Luckily for us, it comes with a large amount of resources and materials that make easier their understanding. It comes with discussion forums, course book, video lectures, and links to other web resources that were really, really helpful for us to understand um, the course. In fifth place are the day reminders for the delivery of the duties. It also sends you alerts to your personal mail where they tell you the novelties. And on the other hand, the web page is designed for you to find easily information and understand its use. Finally, it has a linear sequence. This meaning the topics and activities are designed for each week. However, it's flexible to the extent that we can access to information at any time and we can go on ahead if we have ended the lesson. In conclusion, these tools and resources facilitate the understanding of the topics and the way we construct meanings, keeping into account not only our individuality, but as a process that involves the different perspectives presented for other people that conform a particular virtual context, in this case a space that allows us to reflect about Plato's dialogues. So now that we have talked about the positive experience we have with Coursera, now we are going to talk about the difficulties we have.
As you know, online courses are a good option to specialize and continue acquiring knowledge by using ICT. Besides being an enriching experience because of depends of the interests of the participants. Nevertheless, all learning virtual environment also brings some difficulties for the users. These difficulties may affect students' performance and their learning process. For this reason, it's essential that they adapt rapidly to the context in order to fulfill the expectations proposed by the program. Online courses have objectives that seek to be achieved completely. However, the students face diverse difficulties to accomplish the objectives set up by the program because some students don't know what are the goals they have to accomplish. And in this context, we have to inquire these issues, recognizing virtual courses represent in many cases a challenge because we have to start thinking in one language and understand complex text and thematic totally new for us. But we have to make an effort and do it with responsibility. I want to show you the most significant difficulties that the students have to face. First, the lexicon used in the course is a student challenge because it requires knowledge about philosophical issues in order to comprehend, interpret, analyze the author's thoughts, ideas, and proposals, and some terms of literature figures and Clearly, the difficulty resides in the background needed in order to understand the thematic proposed by the program, and also some particular words should be searched in dictionaries for making inference about the readings, and also some statements are confusing, and we have to make a inference about what readings wants or what authors want to show us. Another difficulty is the amount of doubts. Um, in spite of being a student's opportunity in which they acquire a new experience and the possibility to develop skills in an active role, the amount of doubts is a big problem um, of learning virtual environments, because it can appear a lot of unknowns or questions about the issue that is being treated, and that may not be resolved immediately, and it could be an obstacle of the process and the learning process and the acquisition of um, knowledge, acquisition of new knowledge. It could be in a cause of the limitation of the knowledge. Another difficulty is the lack of time to devote the activities of the course, because it has tasks, videos, readings, forums that obviously are meaningful for the understanding of the topics, but it requires a more time for its development, and also the search information outside the course is time consuming, and we have to recognize that students study other subjects and maybe they don't have time to fulfill all the activities proposed by the program. Another difficulty that I want to show you is the complexity of the quizzes, because it requires critical thinking, analysis, reflection of the topics. Also, the questions are difficult to understand for its lexical complexity, and although the quizzes have unlimited time, we have to read a paragraph in order to answer the questions, and it is so difficult for me, I think. At the end of each quiz, there are a statement um, that we have to approve to send the answer. It says, in accordance with the Honor Code, I, Lady Marisol Guzman, certify that the answers here are my own work. We have to accept and then send the answers in order to be great. Finally, students have to keep in mind this challenge in order to a good performance and accomplish their own goals and the objectives established by the program. The experience also depends on the willingness uh, they have uh, they have to overcome all aspects may interrupt or block their learning process. And finally, virtual learning spaces as a tool to research proficiency in abilities to have in an active role in global area.
Finally, our conclusions to this path of ideas about our difficulties, our good points of taking MOOCs and exclusively with our MOOC was there was the argument through three logos of Plato. So we have humanity versus technology. This is a biggest point of this course of this MOOC, because because we have to deal with technology, with all the literacy of technology, and also the personal part, how we interpret all those aspects of the MOOC, and all them all the process through our daily routine. It was not easy for any of us to try to have a basic schedule according to the units and the procedures of the course as we usually have in the university that are presential courses. So we have to take care of our autonomous work to try to make the best improvement of this kind of, of courses. So three aspects that we found about this process of humanity versus technology is literacy is about MOOCs. We didn't have any literacy about MOOCs. It was difficult for us because the how you see how you see the other integrants of the group, the 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 format of the course is like a forum, but also has other aspects that you can deliver works or make your evaluations. So we have to we have those challenges we face with the MOOC. The process of making new knowledge, it wasn't enough to just reading, but also you have to take those ideas and improve them and make more stylish and more contextualized knowledge for our media or and also to our bachelor degree, in our case, modern languages. The integral learning makes part of this process. That it was not just the philosophical part or the language part, but also how we think about those topics. A lot of us we didn't have those specific knowledge about philosophy or of Greek history and Greek philosophy. So we felt sometimes lost with the topics and with the different images of irony or the different videos that they trying to show you something, but we needed to focus more and try to look for more information to try to understand those topics. So, as a conclusion about the use of MOOCs in educational purpose, with philosophic signatures. So, more changes to happen in your approach to courses and programs around the world. It's important to give literacy to the students and also to people on the net how to use those MOOCs. It's not just to try to look by yourself how to use it, but it would be nice that in universities and schools have a kind of course or or on a specific lecture how to use those MOOCs. And autonomics works as a milestone of the new generation education. Teachers, they are not the the kings of the knowledge, not anymore. Now the information is in the net, in libraries, but it's important that students and teachers can show and can improve that level about autonomous work. It's not easy. It's a task of every day. You have to you have to have the discipline to improve your autonomous work and your knowledge. So, a question for you. you do you think that MOOCs are really the tool for future? Thank you so much.